Water is far more important for the body than most people realize. It helps eliminate toxins, keeping organs functioning as they should. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to take good care of the body, as it is the vehicle for spiritual awakening. When we drink water correctly, we can improve our energy and achieve inner peace. Often, when meditating, we use the practice of mindfulness to observe our body, and if we are not hydrated, it becomes more difficult to maintain this connection. Just as Buddha taught in the Sutra on mindfulness, even the simplest things like water can be a path to spiritual enlightenment. Water nourishes not only the body, but also the mind and soul. However, it's not enough to just drink water any way we want. There are correct ways to consume it, and this helps us prevent diseases and fatigue. In Buddhism, there is always talk of the Eightfold Path, which includes right effort. Drinking water wisely, with attention to what the body needs, is part of this effort. A common practice in Vipassana meditation is being mindful of each sip of water you drink, feeling how it calms the body. People who suffer from digestive issues or body aches are often dehydrated and don't even know it. The body is a precious tool in the quest for liberation and nirvana. If we neglect its health, we cannot reach the full potential of spiritual awakening. Buddha's wisdom teaches us that we must respect our body as much as our mind, and drinking water correctly is an important step in maintaining this balance. In Zen Buddhism, for example, the practice of drinking tea mindfully shows us how small acts, done correctly, can bring great changes in health and mind. A simple example of how this works is paying attention to the amount of water we drink throughout the day. Imagine someone practicing loving-kindness meditation and wanting to feel more energized. By increasing their water intake, this person may notice a difference in energy and mental clarity during practice. After all, when we take care of the body, our karma also adjusts, and our journey of rebirth can be more peaceful. So, what to do? Simple. Upon waking up in the morning, try drinking a glass of water on an empty stomach. This helps the body prepare for the day. Many people notice that when they start drinking more water, their skin looks better and their body feels lighter, which increases the sense of inner peace. But of course, the way we drink water also matters. Drinking water incorrectly can lead to many problems that often go unnoticed in daily life. Buddhist wisdom teaches us the importance of being attentive to the body, and this includes how we nourish it. If we consume water inadequately, we may face difficulties like fatigue, liver issues, and even insomnia. The practice of mindfulness can be applied here, paying attention to the way we ingest water. Just as the Eightfold Path speaks of right action, drinking water with awareness is part of this principle. When we neglect this, we create imbalances that affect both our physical and spiritual health. One of the most common mistakes is not drinking enough water, which causes constipation, hair loss, and even joint pain. In Buddhism, the idea of karma and rebirth can also be seen here. By not taking care of the body, we accumulate negative karma, which can affect our health over time. Think of the body as a vehicle for spiritual enlightenment, which needs constant maintenance. A practical example is when someone spends the entire day working and forgets to drink water, only to feel exhausted at night. This not only affects the mind, but also the ability to meditate or maintain inner peace. Moreover, more serious problems like kidney stones can arise from not paying attention to the amount and manner of water consumption. In Zen Buddhism, there is much talk about being present in each moment. Drinking water quickly, without being conscious of it, is like walking a spiritual path without observing the scenery. Similarly, drinking too little water affects our Vipassana meditation practice, as the body is not prepared to maintain long periods of mindfulness. Lack of water decreases vital energy and impairs concentration. The effects of drinking water incorrectly are many and can even compromise our journey toward nirvana and liberation. A practical tip to avoid these problems is to use reminders on your phone to drink water throughout the day. This makes it easier to keep the body in balance and ensure it is functioning correctly for spiritual practices. When we forget to drink water, we also disconnect from Buddha's wisdom, which teaches us the importance of taking care of both body and mind. Thus, by understanding the problems that arise from drinking water incorrectly, we realize how small habits can profoundly impact our health and well-being. And of course, this leads us to question, what is the ideal amount of water we should consume? Let's find out. The right amount of water we need to drink daily depends on various factors, such as health, climate, and even how much we move. An Ayurvedic guru said that ideally, one should consume between 2.5 to 3 liters of water per day, but this recommendation varies from person to person. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to seek balance, both in body and mind, and drinking water is an essential part of this harmony. In Zen Buddhism, the idea is that each person should find their own rhythm, and the same goes for the amount of water we drink. We need to listen to our body, just as we do during mindfulness meditation. In summer, or if we are engaging in intense physical activities, we need to increase the amount of water to avoid dehydration. The practice of loving kindness is not limited to others, but also to ourselves, and taking care of our body is a way to practice compassion. A practical example would be for someone who takes a long walk or runs in the morning. In such cases, it is necessary to drink more water than usual. This ensures that the body continues to function correctly, avoiding fatigue and increasing our energy for spiritual practices, such as vipassana meditation. The amount of water we drink also directly impacts our spiritual awakening. Buddha's wisdom teaches us to avoid extremes, neither too little nor too much. The Eightfold Path speaks about moderation in all things, and this includes hydration. When we drink the right amount of water, we can keep the body in balance, facilitating the process of meditation and concentration. Those who drink little water often feel tired, which affects mental clarity and the ability to achieve inner peace. Another important point is how water can influence health over time. Just as karma accumulates its consequences, the habits of drinking water accumulate in our bodies, influencing our future health. An example would be a person working in an air-conditioned office. They should remember to drink water even if they do not feel thirsty, as the environment can dehydrate the body without us realizing it. This is crucial to maintaining organ health and avoiding long-term problems such as joint pain or even liver issues. Now, if the right amount of water is so important for health, this leads us to think about the dangers of overdoing it. Is it possible to drink too much water? This is what we will see next. Drinking too much water can be as harmful as drinking too little. Just like in Buddhism and its Dharma principles, we seek balance in everything, and water consumption must also follow this rule. When we drink more water than necessary, we can overload the kidneys and cause imbalances in the body, such as hyponatremia, a condition where excess water dilutes the sodium in the blood, causing serious health problems. In Zen Buddhism, where simplicity and moderation are key, learning the right dose in everything helps us avoid excesses, even in the way we hydrate. Often, people believe that the more water they drink, the more benefits they will have. However, consuming excess water can cause swelling, cramps, and even mental confusion. Buddhist wisdom reminds us that we must be attentive to the body's signals and not follow extremes. Just as the Eightfold Path teaches us to avoid excesses in our actions and thoughts, we must apply this wisdom to body care. A practical example is someone participating in heavy physical activities and deciding to drink large amounts of water all at once. This can do more harm than good, as the body cannot process everything at once. Excess water in a short period can also overload the kidneys, preventing them from filtering the ingested liquid correctly. This is similar to the concept of karma and rebirth. When we do not take good care of our body, the consequences of this neglect can follow us. Those who think that drinking too much water during a meal will speed up digestion, for instance, are mistaken. In Buddhism, we practice mindfulness at all times, and this includes understanding that balance is the key to achieving inner peace and a healthy body. What happens if we drink more water than the body can handle? We can end up weakening the immune system, harming digestion, and even losing important nutrients. A clear example is someone who practices intense sports and for fear of dehydration ends up drinking too much water. This imbalance not only affects the physical but also hinders mental clarity, something essential for mindfulness meditation and spiritual awakening. Keeping the body in balance is vital for deeply connecting with Buddha's wisdom. With this in mind, we see that moderation should guide water consumption, just as we are guided on the spiritual path. So the question arises, what would be the best way to drink water to ensure maximum benefits? The way we consume it also makes all the difference. The way we drink water may seem like a simple detail, but it makes all the difference to the body. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that even the smallest acts, when done with mindfulness, can bring great benefits. An Ayurvedic guru suggests that we should drink water slowly, with small sips and always seated. This aids digestion and the proper absorption of water by the body. In Buddhism, practices like mindfulness meditation teach us to be present in each moment, and this includes the act of drinking water. When we drink calmly and consciously, the body responds better, helping us maintain inner peace and physical balance. Drinking water quickly or while standing can cause discomforts, such as gas and difficulties in filtering by the kidneys. In the Eightfold Path, right action includes having wisdom in how we care for the body. Just as the practice of vipassana meditation requires patience and attention, drinking water slowly, feeling each sip, allows the body to process the liquid better. A practical example would be to create the habit of pausing for a moment, sitting down and drinking water with attention before returning to daily activities. This not only improves health, but also connects us with the idea that every small act has importance. Furthermore, drinking water correctly also helps prevent joint pain and other issues. Zen Buddhism teaches us simplicity in every gesture, and drinking water slowly is an example of this. Just as we do not rush towards spiritual enlightenment, we should not rush the body when hydrating it. Many who suffer from digestive or joint problems may notice improvements simply by adopting this method. Imagine being in the middle of a loving-kindness meditation practice and feeling uncomfortable from drinking water quickly. This affects both the body and the mind. When we drink water consciously, we respect the body and its need for time to process each sip. An example is observing the positive effect of drinking water in the morning, on an empty stomach, slowly and calmly. This not only helps eliminate toxins, but also prepares the body for a new day, keeping the energy flow balanced. Karma and rebirth teach us that every action has consequences, and drinking water incorrectly can create small imbalances that, over time, affect our health. Now, if the correct way to drink water has so many benefits, another question arises. What is the ideal temperature for consuming it? This is something that can directly impact our health and energy. The temperature of the water we drink has a significant impact on our health. and it's important to pay attention to this. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to seek balance in everything, and this also applies to the temperature of water. An Ayurvedic guru explains that drinking cold water, especially after meals, can slow down digestion and make the body spend more energy to warm it. In Buddhism, we learn that vital energy is precious, and we should not waste it on habits that weaken us. Warm water, on the other hand, is quickly absorbed by the body and helps maintain the energy flow balanced, something essential for the path of spiritual enlightenment. In mindfulness meditation practice, many notice that drinking warm water before starting the practice calms the body and facilitates concentration. This aligns with the principles of Dharma, which guide us to care for the body harmoniously. A practical example is avoiding drinking cold water when the body is hot after intense physical exercise. Just as Zen Buddhism values the natural rhythm of things, it is important to respect the body's rhythm, and warm water helps in this. It aids in efficient digestion and promotes a sense of well-being, preparing us for practices like Vipassana meditation. Room temperature water is ideal for daily consumption as it maintains the body's natural balance. Buddha's wisdom teaches us to avoid extremes, and this includes the temperature of water. The Eightfold Path, with its focus on right action, suggests that how we do things matters as much as what we do. Drinking very cold water can shock the digestive system, while very hot water can harm internal balance. An example would be drinking room temperature water throughout the day to maintain hydration without overloading the body. Think about how karma and rebirth are present even in the simplest habits. Drinking cold water right after meals can cause an accumulation of stagnant energy, which affects health in the long run. People who suffer from stomach problems often ignore that the temperature of water can be the key to improving digestion. Just as in Zen Buddhism practices, where harmony is found in details, the correct temperature of water also brings this balance to the body. Now that we understand the importance of temperature, a new question arises. Are there times when drinking water is not recommended? Let's explore this next. Just like everything in life, even drinking water has its ideal moments. An Ayurvedic guru recommends avoiding the consumption of large amounts of water right after meals, as this dilutes digestive juices and hinders the digestive process. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that balance is essential in all aspects of life, and the right time to drink water is part of this balance. When we drink too much water right after eating, the body spends extra energy trying to regain digestive balance. This energy could be better used for other vital functions, including focus in meditation and spiritual awakening. Drinking water before bed can also overload the kidneys, which continue to function during the night when the body should be resting. In Zen Buddhism, simplicity and wisdom come from knowing the right time to act, and this applies to hydration. If we drink water just before lying down, we risk interrupting sleep, and the lack of restorative sleep can harm our mindfulness practice and quest for inner peace. A practical example is avoiding drinking water up to an hour before going to bed, allowing the body to rest fully at night. Another inappropriate time to drink water is right upon waking, before giving the body time to awaken. In Buddhism, we talk a lot about being present and attentive to the body's signals. Drinking water immediately upon getting out of bed can overload the urinary system, which has been at rest overnight. Instead, wait a few minutes, breathe deeply, and then drink a glass of warm water to start the day with balance. Thus you begin the day aligned with Dharma principles, caring for the body with the same attention we give to the mind. There are also those who drink water during meals, thinking it helps swallow food better. But in fact, this disrupts digestion, as it dilutes digestive acids. In the Eightfold Path, we are taught to act correctly, and this includes letting the body perform its functions without unnecessary interference. An example is trying to drink water 30 minutes before or after meals, rather than during. This improves digestion and keeps the vital energy flow uninterrupted, promoting a sense of inner peace. Now that we know when not to drink water, the question remains: when is the best time to drink? Let's see how to make the most of hydration for our health and well-being. Knowing the right time to drink water can make all the difference to our health and well-being. An Ayurvedic guru recommends drinking water on an empty stomach in the morning, right after waking up, but with a pause of a few minutes for the body to awaken. This helps eliminate toxins that the body accumulated overnight and gives a boost to the digestive system. In Buddhism, the practice of spiritual awakening involves being attentive to the body's cycles, and starting the day with a glass of warm water is a way to align mind and body. Thus, the mindfulness meditation practitioner can start the day with more energy and clarity. Another ideal time to drink water is 30 minutes before meals. This prepares the stomach for digestion and keeps the body hydrated without interfering with the digestive process. The Eightfold Path teaches us about right action and right effort, and drinking water before meals can be seen as part of this effort in taking good care of the body. A practical example is setting reminders on your phone to remember to drink water before each meal. This helps maintain discipline and ensures we are caring for the body consciously. Drinking water throughout the day regularly is also important to keep the body balanced. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that balance is the key to everything, and this includes hydration. Instead of waiting to feel thirsty, we should drink water gradually, keeping the energy flow constant. An example would be always having a water bottle nearby and taking small sips during work or daily activities. In Zen Buddhism, where simplicity and focus are essential, this practice of conscious hydration helps keep the body and mind in harmony. Drinking water after intense physical activities is another important time for health. The practice of vipassana meditation, for example, requires a well-hydrated body to sustain long periods of mindfulness. After any physical exertion, drinking water replenishes the body and helps avoid dehydration, which can impair our ability to concentrate and meditate. Just as we care for the mind through spiritual practices, taking care of the body is essential to achieving inner peace and maintaining karma in balance. With these ideal times to drink water, we can maximize the benefits of this simple practice. Now, besides improving our health, we can see how this impacts even the beauty and vitality of the body, something we will explore next. Drinking water correctly not only improves our internal health, but also brings benefits to our external appearance. An Ayurvedic guru highlights that water is a powerful ally in improving the skin and preventing wrinkles. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to value the body as a vehicle for spiritual awakening, and this includes taking care of health and beauty consciously. When we are well hydrated, our skin reflects this vitality. The practice of mindfulness can be applied even here, observing how the skin reacts when we take better care of our body, ensuring we are in balance. Adequate water intake strengthens the immune system, helping to prevent diseases and keeping the body healthy. In Zen Buddhism, simplicity and focus on the present include taking care of health naturally and consciously. Imagine a person dedicated to the practice of vipassana meditation. A hydrated body allows them to concentrate better without distractions caused by physical discomforts. Moreover, the daily practice of drinking water correctly helps eliminate toxins and keeps the body functioning more smoothly, strengthening the path to inner peace. Another important impact of drinking water is the Prevention of premature aging. Buddhism and compassion teach us to care for the body with love, and the practice of loving kindness begins with ourselves. Maintaining proper hydration keeps the skin firm and youthful for longer, in addition to helping combat signs of fatigue. A practical example would be starting the day with a glass of warm water with lemon, a simple practice that many report having invigorating effects on the skin and digestive system. Small habits can have significant impacts, and the karma of taking care of the body reflects on appearance and vitality. The digestive system also benefits from adequate hydration. Buddha's wisdom teaches us that the body and mind are connected, and when we care for digestion, we feel a lightness that directly reflects on mood and overall well-being. A hydrated body facilitates the digestion of food and prevents problems like constipation, which also affects skin health. When we care for our internal health, the results are visible on the outside, showing how the practice of drinking water can be part of our path to spiritual enlightenment. Finally, we notice that drinking water correctly has the power to transform not only our health, but also our appearance and overall well-being. With this, we arrive at an important lesson from the Guru. How can we complement these benefits with other simple habits, such as including fruits and nutritious foods in the diet? Let's find out next. To complement the benefits of drinking water correctly, the Guru recommends including fruits like papaya, apple, raisins, and lemon in the daily diet. These foods, besides hydrating, offer essential nutrients that strengthen the immune system and aid digestion, keeping the body in harmony. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that, just like water, food should also be consumed with attention and care. When we nourish the body with good foods, we create the ideal conditions for mindfulness meditation practice and to achieve inner peace. Each meal becomes an opportunity to practice mindfulness and care for our health consciously. Papaya, for example, is a fiber-rich fruit that helps keep the digestive system functioning correctly. In Zen Buddhism, there is much talk about how simplicity can bring balance. Including a fruit like papaya in the diet is a simple and effective way to care for health. When we start the day with a glass of warm water and a piece of papaya, we help the body eliminate toxins and prepare for the day. This simple practice reflects the harmony between body and mind, so valued in Dharma principles. Fruits like apple and lemon also help improve skin appearance, preventing premature aging. Apple, for instance, contains antioxidants that fight free radicals, helping to keep the skin young and healthy. Buddha's wisdom teaches us that caring for the body is part of the path to spiritual awakening, and consuming foods that promote health is a way to practice compassion for ourselves. A practical example would be adding apple slices to meals or drinking lemon water throughout the day. These small habits help keep the body balanced and improve skin and digestive system health. Moreover, raisins are rich in antioxidants and help strengthen the immune system. When we consume natural foods, we are respecting the nature of our body, something highly valued in Zen Buddhism practice. Imagine someone practicing loving-kindness meditation. By caring for the body with these simple foods, this person feels more connected with their well-being, enhancing their ability to spread compassion to others. Taking care of ourselves is also a way to generate positive karma and better prepare for spiritual practices. The video ends by encouraging the audience to apply these teachings and share the knowledge. Small habits like drinking water correctly and including fruits in the diet can transform our health and spiritual path. Now that we know these valuable lessons, we wonder, how can we use all this knowledge to improve our energy simply? Let's explore this next. And so we reach the end of this incredible journey on how something as simple as water can transform our health, energy, and even our spiritual path. Amazing, isn't it? But before you go out applying everything you've learned, I want to invite you to take one more step. If this video touched you, if you felt that these lessons connected you with something greater, leave your like. It makes all the difference for us. And if you are not yet part of our community, subscribe to the channel right now so you don't miss the next teachings that can change your life. Oh, and here's a special request. Leave your comment below saying what you thought of the video. Our channel is new, and when you interact, YouTube understands that this content is worth showing to more people, helping us grow and bring this wisdom to the world. Finally, if you are ready to continue this journey, take a look at the latest video here on the right. It is an extension of what we talked about today and will deepen your connection with the theme even further. And on the left, there's a playlist full of equally exciting videos that you can't miss. Shall we continue together on this path? Click and watch.